don't know Philadelphia's kicking themselves in the butt. Look what he's gone on to Kansas City and just continue doing what he does.
I'm sure Minnick loves Andy Reid and the Chiefs.
Oh yeah.
Because every once in a while you'll see him wear a Royals hat.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's, you know, it's crazy. I mean, when they fired Reed, I'm thinking, you know, there's going to be a long line of teams that, you know, that are in need of a coach that are going to hire him in a heartbeat.
Exactly.
And it did not take long. It didn't take long. Kansas City's like, yes, please.
Who was their previous coach? Was it?
Kansas City was, oh man.
Is it Romeo Cornell or?
No. He was the Browns coach, I thought, at one point.
Yeah, I thought
Maybe it was Cornell.
I thought he had like stood in for a while in KC.
Maybe it was Romeo Cornell. Heck, you could be right. I could tell you who some of the older ones were, but I remember, what was it? Schottenheimer.
We're winning this fight.
Yes.
Was their head coach for a while.
Edwards.
Yeah. Herm Edwards.
I remember going to a training camp of KC when he was there, which was cool because they had Gonzalez still. I think they might have had what was his name? Holmes as the running back. Priest Holmes.
Oh yeah, Priest Holmes.
Before I think his knees just gave out and they traded him.
Yeah.
And that was kind of cool to, you know, see a training camp. He would never call the guys. Yeah, he would never call the guys by their name, even the veterans. Even like Gonzalez, he'd call him by his number.
Ah.
'Cause I think that was just make everybody feel the same. No one was special.
Right.
Where are you?
Yeah, we went to a handful of the Bucks. Handful of the Bucks training camps.
Oh, it was so lined perfectly up too to get a headshot. But because the Chiefs practice at UW River Falls, which is a really nice campus, so it was free, so you just walk right up there.
Yeah, that's the good thing. It's you know, you get autographs and pictures with the guys and whatnot. You know, you would think that, you know, with Tampa being, it's like the Bucks are 45 minutes from where I live.
Wow, that's not bad.
Yeah, you would think that, okay, well, they're so close, you'd be a Bucks fan. Well, not necessarily. You know, I've always, you know, since I was little, you know, it was Miami. I mean, I'll pull for the Bucks just because they're local, you know, unless they play Miami, and then it's, you know, nah.
Did you grow up being like a Dolphins fan or just the area?
Yeah, just, I mean, we were, even though, you know, we've always lived in Central Florida, you know, and the Bucks came here in '76. Everybody's like, oh, you know, the Bucks, oh, we got a team, you know, because Miami's been here since '66.
Yeah, so that was kind of pretty much the state team right there.
yeah, so so when the Buck, I was 2 when the
Mission
Bucks came.
accomplished. A good day's
So it's
work.
like, when I got old enough to understand football and whatnot, I was probably 10. I mean, and I've got a bunch of old old Buccaneer stuff from the old, but that's because when I wasn't old enough to really choose what team I like, because my parents like the Bucks, my sister likes the Bucks.
And yeah, and so you have like the Tampa Orange stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've got a helmet, like a really old helmet that's got
Oh,
it's like
the
a
old.
full-size helmet that's got the old logo on it.
Oh,
And I mean,
Jesus.
it's that thing's yellowed and beat up,
Oh my God.
but I still have it. I
Mhm.
still have it, and um, I'd like to get my hands on a Leroy Selman jersey,
That's gonna be
just to
hard.
just to have it.
Mhm.
You can find them, but they're $300-400.
Yeah.
Of course, if you get one off eBay, you're not getting a legit jersey.
Yeah, it's 2 pieces of fabric with a name on it.
Exactly. But I got my Miami jerseys. I've got a ton of different Merino jerseys. I've got Zach Thomas, Jason Taylor. The only one that you could buy in lids down here is Tannehill. They didn't offer any of the other players
Oh, really?
because they're region based. Like you go in, it's baseball is obviously the Rays, football is the Bucs, basketball is the Magic. So it's whatever region you're in as to what they stock heavy in.
Yeah.
So you walk in right now, the wall's just lined with Bucks jerseys. And everybody else is like the Patriots obviously is Tom Brady. Green Bay's obviously Aaron Rodgers. It's like it's the quarterbacks from the other teams is what you can get. Like they don't even offer Landry or anybody else.
Yeah, because up here, the good thing about being the only team up here is we're Patriots heavy.
Yeah, I almost wish that's. I mean, because we got 3 teams in the state. It's like, really? 3? Because that being said, because we have 3, with me being, the Bucks being 45 minutes away, that's the local team that they show.
Yeah, because you got the
Miami's
Dolphins,
considered
Bucks.
Miami's considered out of market, so you don't get.
Which is weird.
I mean, you get some of their games on CBS, but not all of them. So you used to until the Jaguars came to town. Then they've got to split the season with the Jaguars. Half the season you'll get Miami's games, the other half is the Jaguars. I'm like, frig.
I know, and their
man.
jerseys now, their helmets and shit. The weird.
They've got the most god-awful looking uniform. I think they gotta have the worst uniforms in the league. They really do. I mean, whoever thought that up needs to be smacked.
Smacked and buried.
Like, in what world did you think that helmet looked good?
I think they were like drunk and stoned and just blown out of their mind.
Hey, bro, pick a color. The uniforms you had before that were pretty sick.
Yeah.
The black and green were pretty sick. The shiny black helmets, I liked. Now, nah.
That gradient and all that weird gold helmets.
I mean, I would almost venture to say that when not the ones they had, not the uniforms they had before the newest ones, but the ones before that. So probably like 2 uniforms back. when they were actually in the playoffs quite a bit. And
Oh
good.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
When Del
those
Rio
were,
was there.
yeah, yeah, when they would wear all black.
Yes.
You know, I would say then they had the best uniforms of our three teams. There's just something about a black uniform is, you know, I like personally. But
Yeah.
everybody's like, oh, well, Miami should have like a black alternate. Yeah, you can't wear that in Miami and see how and see how that works out.
Exactly, because I mean, at least ours are
It's hot
classy.
down there.
Yeah, at least ours are classy because ours are red, white, and blue. Patriot.
Right. Right. You know, um, they're old. Like it's so stinking hot down there.
It's like they always have to wear white.
They always have to wear white. I mean, otherwise you're gonna be burning up in white anyway. But still, it's not like you're not getting with black. So,
And you can't really wear orange down there.
mm-mm.
Even though that's
Not
like this. Even though that's like Miami's color, because half the people from the Hurricanes are convicts.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like.
Yeah, right.
Oh, shit, what's that Sean Taylor, remember him? The guy that kid.
Yeah.
God, that guy was always in trouble.
Yeah, he was. He was the one that
got killed at his house.
They got in that big. Somebody broke in and shot him.
Mm-hmm. So he must have owed something.
They didn't expect him to. Well, no, they didn't expect him to be there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the guy said. He said, you know, they expected him to be on a road trip, but he was at home because he was injured, and he was rehabbing his injury, so he was home. So they had been scoping the house out, and he was in bed sleeping. The guy broke into the house, and he got up, and the guy got startled and shot him. I think he shot him in the leg, and he bled out through the artery in your leg, in the leg. Yeah. Just a freak, you know, accident. But yeah, I mean, it gets so hot down there, though.
Yeah.
I mean, any dark colors are just miserable. I mean, it doesn't work unless it's a night game, and even then, you're
still,
you know,
hot,
muggy. I mean, you're talking like Miami and the Keys in that area. I mean, you're talking like a 20-degree difference from Central Florida. When it's 70 here, it's probably still 90 down there.
So much for
It's
relief.
crazy. Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's not a... People down there, people in the Keys, the people in Miami do not own space heaters.
You don't need to.
They don't need to. It doesn't get cold.
Never
It doesn't get cold enough. It doesn't get cold enough for a heater. They might have lightweight jackets, but that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
And that might be a couple of days, and then it's done.
But yeah, you will love it up here. You are gonna freeze during the fall.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm like here. I mean, I think the coldest it got here last year was probably. I think we had one day it was in the 30s, maybe. But for the most part, we have a couple of weeks of winter, and then we're back to spring, and a couple of weeks of winter, and then we're back to spring.
We're winning this fight.
Then winter's done, and then we're in spring for 6 months.
Yeah, it's. I think the coldest I've dealt with it was -50.
I would, yeah. In Wisconsin, I wouldn't imagine. I would imagine it would be brutal.
Because I think that was my last year of high school. It was like around Christmas time, like 04, then turning over to 05. But quick scope.